Hi, and welcome to my channel again if you've been here before, and for the first time, if this is your first time visiting. This is Mom Coach Wife. My name is Alina Michelle, and today we are going to be talking about balance. Obviously, that's one of the things that we really work on. If you've been watching some of my videos or if you've been following me on any other social media outlets, then you know that balance is a very, very important thing to me and one of the things that I teach mothers. So today we're going to talk about balance, some of the things that people have wrong about it, and what it truly means to be balanced. So let's get into it. Before we get all the way into it, if you have not already subscribed, please do so. It really helps the channel's growth. Also, if you enjoy any of the videos that you watch, including this one, give it a thumbs up and hit that bell for notifications. Like I told you guys in the intro, today we are talking about balance. One of the common misconceptions that I have found people have about balance is that it is about perfection. It's not. Balance is not at all about perfection. Perfection is unrealistic. Balance is about having some realistic goals that you shoot to achieve and essentially balancing life. If you ever had the class, I want to say it was science class, but it could have been math, I could have it wrong, where they give you the scale and they give you an item and you have to choose different weights to figure out what's going to balance the scale. That's literally what you're doing in life for balance. It's choosing what things you're going to actually focus on to balance your life out. So your life, what you're capable of handling, is on one end of the scale, and all the different tasks, things that you may be interested in, things that you're responsible for, things that other people are asking you to do, those are all the different weights that you can choose to put up on that scale. And if that scale is starting to tip one way or the other, then you're not balanced. Either there's more that you could be doing or should be doing, or you're doing way too much. And honestly, it takes some practice. It takes a lot of hard work and consistency to find that balance, but it's definitely not perfect. There's no such thing as the perfect mom. There's no such thing as the perfect life. There's going to be some things in your life that you either sacrifice or that you do that you might not necessarily be that proud of, but it's all a process. It's all about learning. It's all about growing. Balance is not about being perfect. Balance is not about doing everything. It's about making choices, wise choices that fit your lifestyle. So that's one of the things that I've noticed a lot of people think balance is like perfection. I'm a balanced mother. I am not a perfect mother by any means. There's definitely been mistakes in my life. There's definitely times when my daughter's room is not clean, when she might be a little bit messy, when I might decide to give her the sweet snack that she's asking for rather than the fruit or vegetable or what have you. I'm not perfect. I make choices based on what I feel is going to balance out my life and my family's life. So that's the first thing. Balance is not about perfection. It's about choices, and you get to choose what it is that you do and if you're going to balance that scale or if you're going to tip that scale. Okay? And don't be upset if you're not great at it right away. I am 3 years into working on having a balanced life as a mother, and I'm still not perfect at it. There's still times when I realize like, whoa, I tipped the scale one way or the other. So it's process. Don't beat yourself up about not being perfect at it because it's not about perfection in the first place. The other thing that a lot of people think balance is about is specifically like health related or like cleanliness related, and it's not. It's about, it encompasses everything. It doesn't just encompass like one aspect, especially when we're talking about motherhood. Like I've talked to several moms who think that the mother that they see on Instagram who always seems to have the clean kid who's eating clean and doing all of that, that's a choice, and it is part of balance. Like, obviously they've balanced their life to add in healthy choices, to add in cleanliness and things like that, to be very important to their life. But balance looks different for every single person. So while for that mom it might be, hey, balance was making sure that my kid was on a plant-based diet and their room was organized this way every single day, that might be balance for them. Balance for somebody else might be, I made sure that my kid had a bath, got to daycare or school on time, or these days to their online sessions on time, and I made sure that dinner was made for the day. And that might be something that you're adding into your life to create balance for your family. It's going to look different for every single family and every single mother, because we all have different lifestyles. So it's not one thing, it's not two things, it's a variety of things, and that variety is different for every single person. It's very much individual. It depends on what's important to you, what's important to your family, what things you can live without, what things you can't live without, and that's very, very much personal. So balance isn't just one thing. Again, it's choices. It's choosing which things are important to you. What's important to me may not be important to you, and vice versa. So that's another thing that I've been seeing a lot about balance, is either people think it's about perfection or it's about specific things, and it's not specific at all. It's individual. So that's pretty much those are the two main things that I see about balance. Is there anything that you think balance is, or that you have heard other people relate to balance, that you think maybe it's not quite that after watching this video? I hope that you understand that balance is strictly about choices. It's about what you choose to do versus what you choose not to do, and those choices are all individual. They're all about you. They're all about how you feel, what you feel is important, what you feel is valuable, what your must-dos are, and what things you can do without. So hopefully you learned that, and hopefully if you have any other misconceptions about balance that I didn't touch on, because there's really just those main two that I keep hearing about, then comment them below. Let me know what misconceptions you've heard, and after this video, hopefully those have been crushed and you understand that it's individual. It's your choices. It's what you choose to do with your life that creates balance for you, not what someone else is doing with their life that creates balance for them. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and turn that bell on for notifications. Also, be sure to follow me on other social media at Mom Coach Wife. Thanks. See you next week.